All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check 53. Hey, tight down. There you go. Check. Lucky.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check. 49.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Big hold of the 30. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Dorsett's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Check. Crouch.
It's Geis on the counter, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Washington.
56. Check 56. Come on, let's go. Mike 56.
Now Haskins on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And the Redskins first down.
On the ready. 53 is the mark. You must be true.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Off to Geis on the screen. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Second down, Haskins. Stepping up. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Howard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Spot. 30. No.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
He was taken down by Reuben Foster. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Go. Waiting. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Buddy up. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. With it is Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Coming.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by Howard. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running with Howard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! 56 to Muck, boys, 56. Check it.
Now Wentz on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Haskins to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick-6. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Let's get off the field.
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Third down. Here's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Haskins now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Got hands here. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Truck. 53's the Mike. 53.
Haskins going to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
Set. Pittsburgh. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 36. Mike 36. Focus, defense, focus. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Get that one. No. Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch the alley.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Got the sense they needed something. Board now, still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breaker.
He's got a man, complete. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one, 44 yards.
But we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Get ready. What's your son? 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the
On 2nd down and 4. Wentz flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 12. 26.
They start on the ground with Geis, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle there by Crayvon LeBlanc.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's coming. Double up. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm scared. Alert flag. Run it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Two times.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
53 is the mark. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 6. 53 is the mark. 53, check 53. Watch the pass. Let's go, let's go. Off. Number 53, Mike 53.
Haskins from his own end zone. And his throw here is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Mike 36. Mike 36. It's going to be a long day.
Haskins, 3rd and long from his end zone. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Here's Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. This is Geis. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let him know, let him know. 53's the mark, 53, shut up.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go. Let's go. Set. Here, hold on. 53. Made away. And we got to get this ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins to Thompson on the screen. Oh, no, he lost the football.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Thompson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's get it. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, yo. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. He's going to launch this thing. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Eagles 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing his Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Malik Jackson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
3rd and 13.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here we go with Haskins. And that will be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
53, check 53. Let's go.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. It's complete to Grant. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Haskins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you, Go. Mike 5'4", Rip right.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, pick your game up. 53, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, here we go. Mike,
4th down, here's Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
good job, guys.
Good.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and